The ultimate goal in life is to evolve.
Humans did it. No, Neanderthals did it. Homo sapiens. Um, they evolved into a form of mankind, which were all your Caucasian people, your Dravidian people, your Arab people, your Mexican people, anybody who has that soft, stringy hair on their head. Look at a Mexican; they all got that soft, laid down, stringy hair because it's weak. This is their genes and their DNA makeup is that of the lower species of the lower realm, which is the animal. The lowest species in the lowest realm, and which is your lower self, your carnal self, your animalistic self, because and that is also what man is, a form of animal. Why you think man has the same hair follicles as an animal? Look at all the Mexicans, soft, laid down, stringy. Uh, Caucasian, soft, laid down, stringy. Laid down, is wet, it's weak. Um, Russians, Irish people, who have you? All of the people who got that hair that soft and stringy and just lay down, because it's weak. When black people, you comb our hair, we got there and break the comb. And they always made fun of you. Nappy head, break the comb. Yeah, because our hair is strong. This is a representation of a makeup of our DNA because it's connected to our being. The hair grows out of our head, which is connected to our human body, which is all composed of atoms, ions, and our DNA codex, which is all the DNA coding that's uploaded into your matrix and your solar plexus in your body and your soul when you come here. What? What? Yeah, let me get back. Hold on. Let me get back to it. Anyways, so that is why. So this is a makeup of our being. So if this is strong, if this is powerful to break humankind man-made items, then we stronger on the football fields, the basketball fields, the baseball fields. Look at the story about Jackie Robinson. They didn't even want to let him in. He was so good. He was doing them Caucasians on the field. He was doing them so bad. You got Jesse Owens. It used to be a guy who was the fastest man in the world, and he was a white guy. I can't remember his name, and I don't want to lie. But there was a black man who came out of nowhere and did the impossible. No black man has ever been to the Olympics at this time. No black man probably has ever done nothing except the activists, outside of the activists, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all those, such and such, etc. So he came in. He was the first black man in the league. I believe it was somebody. No, Maurice Owens was after him. And then another black man came. That was Maurice Owens. But the first black man to the Olympics that was fast, and he beat that white guy. And they said, "Wow." I'm talking about he put the wheels on him. And they said, "Wow." So that was also, but they hid Jesse Owens and Maurice Owens. What I said his name was? Maurice something. Y'all heard me in the beginning though. So the ultimate goal in life is to evolve. Man did it Homo sapien did it. Neanderthal did it into humankind. The butterflies did it. No, the caterpillar did it, which is metamorphosis. Have you ever thought about that? No. I don't think anybody has ever truly just sat down and thought about how can a caterpillar. Everybody know how a caterpillar look, and everybody know how a butterfly look. Have people ever just truly sat? People know how caterpillar turns into a butterfly. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. But have you ever just truly sat back and thought about that? How can a caterpillar, something that look like that, little circular little tube like that, they come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. How can that look nothing like a butterfly, nothing at all, zero, nothing, turn into a butterfly? Something now with wings and in an even smaller body. Do you know that called metamorphosis? That is called transformation. That is called evolution. That's like in Dragon Ball fucking Goku going from goddamn his base form to a whole fucking Ozaru. Not even Super Saiyan, because Super Saiyan is still look like him, he just got yellow hair. But I'm talking about the Ozaru where he transformed into some completely don't look like no human man. That's what a butterfly do. Have you ever thought about that? Look at that shit. And if you just truly sit down and ever think about that, that'll blow your mind. Like, everybody all knew how a butterfly was made. But if you just truly think about that, that shit'll blow your mind. So that lets you know that really this whole realm. No. What I don't want to get off subject on that and say that. That's really a different topic. I want to say, but that lets you know that that is the ultimate stage of ultimate goal of life is to evolve in mind and in being. The baby, even the human starts off as the baby and evolves, and no, because then it's still a person. So I don't want to say that. That's just growth. That's what growth truly is. To just grow, and some people can change as well, which is also what that's called, change. But it's not really evolution. So I'm just gonna stick with the Neanderthal turning into the human. We'll give them that. So, okay. And then you look at on any animal in nature, you cannot find this. Why does the bird, everybody knows how a bird look, have the soft silky feathers? Soft silky feathers. Everybody know how a peacock look. Everybody know how a camel look. Got the soft. Everybody know how a camel look. Soft fur coat. Everybody know how a cat look. A dog look. All got that soft fur stringy coat. Any animal, polar bear, any animal, owl, any animal, name it. They all have that soft stringy fur like hair on their body. So do the. And now tell me, why does the Caucasian, why does the Asian, why does the Arab man, why does the Irish man, the Russian man have the same hair follicles as all the animals in nature? Because all those people are animals, but they're an evolved form of the animal. They've been made and reverse engineered into humankind, into human being through the interference and divine intervention of the gods, the carbon beings, the melanites. Okay, so now that we got all this out, the ultimate key in life is to evolve. Even you black men, I don't want to say man, black god, deity, carbon deity, primordial. This in your skin is carbon. On the periodic table, known as CO6. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. The God particle. The God particle. In scientists, they call it the Higgs particle. This is carbon. Do you ever look out into outer space and see that that empty void of darkness? That is carbon. That is melanin. But the outside reflection of you is just an illusion. It's just, I don't want to even say illusion. It's a projectile. It's a projection of the universe that is within you. Why do you think in they say the smaller it gets, the better it gets, the more proficient it gets. All the Apple's products got smaller. You had big Apple books at first, big ones too. Then they got to minis, iPad mini, iPhone minis. I watch minis. Everything got smaller. All technology got smaller. All the Chromebooks got smaller. The MacBooks got smaller. People want it to easy to go. They say when it gets smaller, it gets better. So why you think in Ant-Man, when Ant-Man was in the movie the Avengers Infinity War or Avengers Endgame, when he went into the other universes, notice he shrunk to a very smaller than an atom, smaller than a nanite. Which an atom is smaller than. He went to, and then he went inside different universes. He went inside of himself to get to different multiverses. It showed you in Wanda Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, when she changed the realities of her children and so that she could have children. Wanda did. Notice every time she went into another universe to see her children that weren't really her children, she went inside of herself. She sat down, she crossed her legs, she meditated, and she went within herself to go to different realities, multiverses, timelines, dimensions. The ultimate key of life and the ultimate goal of life is to evolve. To evolve one's own mind and one's own being, one's own consciousness and one's own being. Because once you evolve this comes after it. Once a strong man make up his mind to lift weights, he gon' then carry out the action to become strong and lift weights. But it started in his mind as a thought. So once you change this and evolve your mind, which has to come first, you have to unlock the God mind thought. You have to unlock the God mind. And then your body will follow and become a God body. You have to unlock the crown, and then you unlock the body. And then they fuse together and they synchronize together. And then you transcend. That is the cross. You have to crucify yourself to evolve. You have to kill yourself because yourself is not real. It's the ego. It's the flesh. The soul is real. That is the true you. But I'm talking to everybody who look like this and their hair looks like this. Kinky, woolly. You are God. You are deity. You can't find no animal in nature with this. Why is that? Why you can't find no animal in nature with our hair, woolly? You ain't never seen a bird that look like a guy you can goddamn knit it with a quilt. You heard me? Why you can't find no animal in nature? A horse got their hair. Why is that? They said the Son of God had the skin of fine burnt brass, as if burnished in a furnace. So that's saying they're talking about a dark, very dark man. They reiterated how dark he was by saying he had the skin of fine burnt brass. That's what they said at first, and then they said as if burnished in a furnace. So they went on to say he was even darker than just being dark. After he was dark, somebody put him in the oven and made him even goddamn more dark. You heard me? Okay. Then they said he had the hair of wool. But in the Bible, they told you that he had the hair that was white as wool. Okay, but let's debunk that, cause see, this how you gotta use your mind. Now notice they said his hair was like wool and it was white as snow. Okay, well, have you ever seen wool? Everybody's ever seen wool. Well, Jesus' hair didn't look like that of a texture of wool. We've all felt wool before. It's thick. And it's full. It is thick and it is full, which means it is whole. It is strong. Wool is strong. Jesus had the hair of wig from the beauty supply store. He had the hair of a wig. He had the hair of a feminine lady. His hair went down to the side. It laid over. It was lazy. It was weak. Our hair grows up towards the sun. It's strong. It stands up. It coils in a 9. It spirals. It grows up. It stands up. It is tall. It is strong. When somebody weak, say they very sick or something, and they just can't get out of bed, what are they? Laying down. That's how white people hair do. It lays down. Mexicans, their hair lay down. It falls over to the side and lays down. It's weak. A strong person, what can a strong person do? Stand up. A person that's weak can't stand up. So they lay down. If you're strong, you stand up. Our hair stands up. It grows up. It breaks the comb. It tangles up the brush. And it's so strong that even if you put flat iron on it, it still get coiled back. It still get kinked back up. So that's why you gotta use the curling iron again. You gotta keep using the curling iron. Yeah. So the ultimate goal in life is to evolve. It's to evolve. And ultimately you will return back to, you will evolve again as well. You will metamorphosize like the butterfly. Right now you're fermenting, you're cooking. The chrysalis that the butterfly goes in, and then from that you will transform. You will evolve, evolution. You will go through evolution. The being must alchemize itself, and you must cultivate enough wisdom to even transcend. Earth is a school. Now say I told you the ultimate goal in life is to evolve. Evolve in mind and being. Constantly get wiser. Constantly get more intuitive. Constantly get more knowing, more clairvoyant, more clairaudient. Evolve even more beyond what yourself was yesterday and the day before that. And even right now, in the second that just passed after I just said that. Constantly evolve. I said, what am I going to talk about when I get on here today? Right now, the ozone layer is being removed from the planet. It is currently, there's an instrument that monitors the sun and solar activity in the magnetic grid that's around the planet, which is known as the ozone layer. They have a machine that monitors the activity of all these things called the Gauss X-ray flux, which monitors the dome, the ozone layer, and then they got the Gauss X-ray flux, and then I have the Gauss X-ray flux. It monitors the dome. It shows you a live feed of the ozone layer, the electromagnetic dome that's around the planet. And then it monitors the solar activity, solar radiation that's coming from the sun as well. And so so currently the sun has released so many what are known as X flares, which are massive bursts of gamma and cosmic radiation that lets out a frequency. It's like a pulse, like an EMP, which is a electromagnetic pulse. It sends out a pulse wave, a shock wave, a huge burst of energy that is so hot because it's and which is also deals with the frequency too, because the more something vibrates higher, the hotter it gets. So if you ever seen a TV show like Beyblade, and the more like they spun faster, and so the faster also something the faster the molecules vibrate in the body, the hotter it is. So if you ever seen the TV show Flash, he runs so fast, right? He got the electricity come off of him. That is electric energy. That is life force. So he runs so fast that his shoes burnt up. The faster something moves, the faster the molecules move, the hotter it gets. So that's why his shoes burnt up, you know, the faster he moved. So they had to make him a special suit that, you know, wouldn't burn up every time he ran at the speeds he ran. So, and if you've seen the TV show Beyblade, the faster the bays spun around and they clashed against each other, they made sparks. That sparks is heat. So the frequency of it is moving so fast, the molecules is moving so fast that they begin to heat up. You know, if you rub your hands together right now, like for 30 seconds, the faster you do it, and you take it off, your hand will be hot and you'll smell like rubber. Yes, so you created you at that point you moved your molecules so fast that you created a friction between negative particles and positive particles within your hand, because you were moving them so fast that it created a burning smell because it began to heat up. Okay, so the sun is removing the ozone layer, and it's almost removed actually. It is mostly removed actually. Right now it looks like spaghetti noodles. If you ever seen spaghetti noodles, they just like if you ever just took a spaghetti and just did this with it, and it'll just flap like it's like looks like a string that if you just it'll break. So yes, that's how it looks right now. What else? Oh yeah, so also all the like people that like ran the world are actually not here anymore. They are underground now, and they have contingency plans in order. They have like spaceships built. They have like underground cities built down there. They have like spaceships, like all the stuff they showed you in a movie, like about spaceships and shit like that. They have shit like that. Shit that go to another dimension, no port. They have shit like that. But you just would never know about that, and you wouldn't believe that because they already groomed you and programmed you through TVs and movies that only everything on them is real and not real life. So when you see magical shit on real life on TV, you don't believe it's true in real life because you say this is real life, but actually this is an illusion. It is a series of events and it's basically electromagnetic particles inside your brain that are moving and it's creating an illusion in your head. So you project. So that's why they showed you in the Matrix. When Neo finally got out the Matrix, he got unplugged. But notice where they unplugged him at? His head. So you only connected through the Matrix through your head. The Matrix is basically like a series of illusions, like energy fluctuations, light fluctuation. It's just because that's what the material plane is comprised of. It's just energy and frequency. Energy is a solid density that has weight to it. And then frequency is basically sound. So we in a physical density right now. And I forgot what I was saying, so I'm just gonna end it right here. And I hope y'all kind of got something from this, cause yeah. All right.